Today's assignment can actually be found in Schoology. I'm actually in the second period class, but it's the same for everybody. So you would just go to the folder in your class period. So you're going to find the assignments classwork folder, and inside that you're going to find a assignment titled the President's Help Project. So you're going to click on that. And I do want you to notice that it's a little bit different for you and me because your page is a little bit different. But I want you to notice right here. It says your directions are here. Click this link. So you would click to open that up. There's your directions, and then you would go. You have the two options. One of them is my project or my assignment. You would click on that, and that's where you would find this. You would obviously, if to work on it big, you're going to want to click this option right here, and it's going to open it up for you. So I am going to go ahead and go over the directions on the screen. I also have, if you need it, if you just can't find the link, I'll have some paper copies of this available for you to use as well. So you're going to be creating a Google drawing, which I've actually already created for you. But in that Google drawing, you're going to do one thing. So you're going to choose one organization. You can choose one cabinet department, or you can choose one regulatory agency. You don't have to choose one of each. It's one or the other. So if you choose to do one of these, that's fine. You wouldn't do one of these. And if you choose to want to do one of these, that's fine. You wouldn't do one of these. Regardless of whatever you choose, each one of these agencies has a website, and you can actually just type the agency or the cabinet department in on Google, and it should pull up their website. I would rather you not use Wikipedia for this one. I would rather you try to find the information on the website itself. So in your drawing, here's what you have to have once you find the website with information. You got to give it a title. Guys, be smart here. Your title is going to be whatever cabinet department or agency you choose. So if I choose Department of State, I'd come over here and my title would be the Department of State. Then it says you need to give a written explanation in your own words, so you are not allowed to copy and paste the main purpose of that department or agency. So if I were to do the Department of State, there's their website. And you can go to this about, and it gives you information that you can choose. That's where you can get what they do or what their main purpose is. You just can't copy and paste. If you get all of your information from that website itself, you only have to copy and paste the link one time. You don't have to do it for each one. The only reason you would need to do something for each one is if you get the information in different places. You need to include the logo or the seal of that agency. So there it is. You can screenshot it if you choose, or I think you can actually just copy and paste it as well. You need to include the name and a picture of the person who is the head of that agency or department. So you would go to the Secretary of State page. There's his picture, so you can copy and paste that. And then it tells you, or it asks you to give me the name of that person. So if you had chosen Secretary of State, here's his name. I would be okay with you just copying and pasting that since you can't really put that in your own words. Then you need to include some matters of expertise for the department or agency. You could look at this as like how does the agency carry out its purpose? Again, in your own words, and I've given you an example here, and I've made up this department. There's no such thing. But the Department of Animals. The expertise of this department surrounds the care of domesticated animals, including how they are treated, what they are fed, etc. So for Department of State, you can probably get that information from the about, vision and mission statements. You could probably get it there. And each website is going to be a little bit different. So even though I show you Department of State, if you choose another one, obviously you're going to have different topics that it talks about. Then I want you to list one accomplishment in history that stemmed from this department or agency, like laws that have been passed or research that it's completed, any executive orders that might have been created, or something else that really stands out for this particular agency. You do need to include the websites where you got the information. This may be one of the only ones that you might have issued issues with finding it on this particular site. But like you could click through here and it might tell you what they did. So it says that the Office of Coordinator for Cyber Issues was established. So that's something you could use for something in history. Please understand that I do want this to be creative. So different colored fonts, you could change the background to a different color, etc. So the directions are pretty straightforward. I do want a big portion of this to be finished in class today, because you will have the rest of the period to work on this.